So are you a fresh graduate just graduating from your bachelor's or your master's program in architecture, urban design, urban planning, interior design, or any of those fields? And are you looking for a side hustle? Or are you at a firm and you're just kind of getting tired of doing some of those redundant tasks like doing door schedules or window schedules or getting people's coffee and stuff? I'm just playing around. I know that's very traumatic. It's a very touchy subject. But yeah, do you feel unfulfilled or limited with your work? As a lot of people know, architecture is seen as the old man's or old woman's profession because it takes a long time to get good. It takes a lot of experience and all those things. But at the same time, you see online all these people doing very well, selling stuff, selling their services online that you possibly think you can get involved in. And so if you are thinking any of those things, or if you are any of those things, you have come to the right place. Because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 3 ways that you can make money as an architectural designer. So I'm Robert-Eze. I am an entrepreneur and a designer based in the US. And my goal is to help young innovators kind of realize their dreams and the things that they feel that they were put on earth for. And as you all know, if you're watching this video, architecture is something that you really have to love. You have to have a passion for it. At the same time, we don't have a passion for doing window schedules all day, even though you have to get the experience. And at the same time, we all want to make some money, to be able to take care of ourselves and the people and the things around us. So I'm gonna get straight into the value for you guys. First of all, you want to realize what value you have. You have to understand your skill set as a designer. Some people are heavier on the technical side. Some people are heavier on the graphic side. Some people are heavy on the communication side. You have to know who you are within the world of architecture, within the world of design. And so when you start to understand that, you can explore that more and see what you can do out in the marketplace to add value, that same value that you have, to other people who are looking for it. Because there's a ton of people looking for whatever you have. Trust me. Especially now that the online marketplace has expanded so much and is still expanding, our profession actually benefits from that in many ways. So I wanted to start the video off with that because I want you to know that the thing that you're trying to do is probably not as far off as you think it is. I don't want you to starting from scratch and just to understand what you're going to do to make some money. Okay? It's right here. So now that we've gotten that out the way, let's get to the first point. Number 1, the world is full of freelance websites. It's your domain. Definitely something that architectural designers, interior designers, any type of designer should take full advantage of right now. So how do these things work? First of all, you have to create a profile on these different websites. I would say pick about 3 or 4 that align with you and your goals, and the people that are on those websites align with the service that you have to provide the most, right? So I'll get into detail on that in a minute here, but let's keep going. So you create a profile, you put a bio, and you put some examples of your work. You want to be as honest as possible in this stuff so that you're not taking on more than you can handle, especially because you're probably working a 9-to-5 job as well, and you want to make sure you balance out well. And if you look at one of my other videos, I talk about starting your 9-to-5 and running a side business at the same time and the things that you should do while trying to do those 2 things. So then you want to set an hourly rate. You want to understand what you're worth. And there's so many resources online that you can find to understand what you're worth as an artist. But don't shortchange yourself. Then also, once you get that first client, you want to do an amazing job for them. As a matter of fact, you want to do an amazing job every time that you do work. So like I said, you have to be honest with yourself and grow your skills and grow your bio and your portfolio as the work grows, because it's going to happen organically and you can charge more and you can make more money. So you also want to set your LinkedIn page, if you're using your personal name, in a way that shows that you're available for work. It could show your job at the same time, right? Most employers understand that designers do work on the side. Most of them do. I'm not saying all of them do, but most of them do. But at the same time, you don't want to burn any bridges with your job while doing this. So you want to be very, very careful of the language that you use when you're making this profile on LinkedIn. Or another option that you have is you can start up sort of like a business to where it's anonymous, right? You're not necessarily showing your face or anything like that. It's just your logo or your icon or whatever it is, and you set up a profile with that. So it's kind of like an alternate identity from yourself, which is fine. So I'm going to give you some of the resources that I've researched for freelancers in the design space trying to break into freelancing. So the first one is GoPillar. If you're more so into home renovation, you're more into residential design, GoPillar is a website that allows for individuals to pretty much launch their own design contests. So you can get on there and offer your services, and hopefully, somebody picks you to do the design. Another one is Thumback. It's really good for like local designers, people who can meet with their clients. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, a lot of people get on there to do remote work, especially because in a lot of cases, our work does not necessarily need in-person interaction. It is more heavy on the profile though, so you'll need to build a profile that's reputable and have reviews. I think it needs about 3 reviews for you to be able to get started. But at the same time, you can generate those reviews from work that you've done in the past, if you've done any. And if not, you could do a little bit of work here and there, get some reviews either from your friends or whatever, and then go from there, even if it's free work to start. And trust me, there's a lot of people on there. I've used it before. You'd be surprised of the people that put out bids for work that you can do. So another one is People Per Hour. It's more of a freelancer website, just like freelancer.com. And it allows people to hire freelance architectural designers. So you can hop on there as well. Another one is Guru. They hire a lot of consultants and architects to do work on that app as well. You can also get on Fiverr. The only thing I would say is Fiverr is very competitive in the marketplace because there's a lot of people on there, especially from overseas, that are offering the same services that you offer for a lot cheaper. But that's not to say that you shouldn't get on there, because a lot of people look for premium services on Fiverr too. And so that's a gap that you can also fill. When people are looking for premium services, they're going to be looking for good freelancers that can actually fulfill those services. So if you put your profile up there, your work is good, boom, you'll get some people looking for you and you'll make some money. So other ones are FreeUp, Upwork, Flex Jobs, and other websites like that. So all of those are ones that you can take advantage of. Like I said, depending on your skills, pick a few that work for you. So tip 2, become a multimedia designer. I love this one because I believe that if you're a designer, you're a designer, and you don't have to be boxed into one type of design. Your brain works a particular type of way. And I have theories on that I'm actually writing a book on. So definitely be on the look for that. But in our technical skills in school, we actually learn a lot of different types of design. We learn graphic design. We learn presentation design. We learn a lot of different types of design that we can actually use and leverage on these marketplaces as well, and offer them to clients or people who are looking for those services. I see a lot of people that become architectural designers also design furniture because it is a product that has a frame, it has a functionality to it, and it also has a design feature that makes it what it is. So if you want to design other things like shoes and all those different types of things, start getting into it. Look into what it takes, and I'm sure you'll find out the design process is similar. It's obviously not as robust, or it can be, who knows? But you want to check that out and make sure that it is something that you actually like. So again, you can take this skill, either graphic design or whatever it is, and utilize that and offer it to clients online, either on the freelancing websites that I just talked about earlier, or you can offer it as a service and start a business that offers those services to people. Or you can offer it along with the service that you offer, whether that's architecture, urban design, or interior design, or whatever it is, so that you can get more out of your transactions with these clients that you're getting. So tip number 3, selling digital or physical products with a website called Shapeways. So Shapeways is actually a marketplace that has people who are wanting to buy 3D products. So you could take the knowledge that you learned in school about 3D printing, or you could learn a little bit more. You can add on to that knowledge, and you could sell the products that you have. Even if you haven't printed them before, you could sell the designs on this website to people who want to buy it. So Shapeways can either help you create the product and actually print it out and send it to the customer, or you can just upload your design to them. And those are 2 different ways that you can get paid. And the service provides a network of 3D printers and uses them to create objects that can be sold. So I would definitely take advantage of this if you're into more of the 3D printing side of things. And you might already have some stuff that you designed when you were in college, or when you were just messing around, that would be great to upload to these websites. So you don't even really have to do much work. So check it out. So I want to add a bonus tip here: creating and selling ebooks and other types of digital products. So there's a website that you can check out called Gumroad. It allows for you to create digital products, ebooks, whatever that is. Maybe you can create an architectural coloring book. Maybe you can create a entourage pack that has all the entourage and things that you use in renderings and all that stuff in one place. Maybe you can sell an ebook on how to get through design school. Maybe you can sell a workbook on how to stay productive through design school. All of these are ideas that you can do to upload and sell your product online. And also, if you learn a little bit about marketing, you can put out ads on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn that actually link to these pages, and you can have people buy and make money in your sleep. So like I said earlier, it's all about value, right? If you can create something with your brain that can help save people's time, help save people's money, they will easily pay you for it, right? You create a $25 ebook on how to save 10 hours a week. People are going to buy that because everybody wants to save 10 hours a week. And me saving out 10 hours a week is worth so much more to me than $25. So here, take it, right? So in conclusion, I'm going to give you guys a quote. So it's by Albert Einstein, one of the geniuses of our generations. So he said, "No problem can be solved with the same level of consciousness that created it." I'm going to say that again. No problem can be solved with the same level of consciousness that created it. So I'm going to explain that a little bit. I created this video because I wanted to bring you guys on a different level of consciousness. I wanted to take you guys to a different level of vibration in your thinking so you can understand how to make more money, and that is okay to make more money as an architectural designer, interior designer, urban planner, whatever you are, especially for fresh graduates, because a lot of the times you don't see that. I know I didn't when I graduated from school. And although things are changing so much in our world and everything's going online, we're still pushed to do the traditional thing. Go get a job at a big firm, go work at your uncle's firm, go do this, go do that. We're always told to do these things and we never look at the alternatives. And don't get me wrong, all those things are good and they help you to grow into the architect that you want to be. But at the same time, no one designer is the same. And what I'm trying to tell you is that there are different routes. And those different routes are made for you. There's opportunity for you to get all the benefit out of those different paths that you can take. And so now is the time to take advantage of it. So what are your thoughts on this video? I want to hear from you all. So drop me a comment. Was this video helpful to you? And if it was, go ahead and send it to another designer that you know might be struggling with this. Once again, I'm Nate, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.